Hello everyone. So in the last class we discussed the BCA first semester subject, that is mathematics. We discussed the brief introduction about what is trigonometry and what are the angles like sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. So all these angles we studied in our first class. I hope you all remember the definitions or the ratios of these all angles. So today, as we discussed about the quadrants, do you remember? So first quadrant, second, third and fourth quadrant. Now today we will study the signs of all these angles. Sign in the sense which angle is positive and negative in which are quadrants. So in the first quadrant, all these angles are positive. Means all are positive in the first quadrant. Coming to the second quadrant, only sign is positive in the second quadrant. So sign is positive in the sense what? Except sign remaining all are negative. Except sign in the sense we all know that cosec is reciprocal of sine. Therefore, sine as well as cosec both are positive. Next, coming to the third quadrant, here tan is positive in the sense the reciprocal of tan is nothing but cot. Therefore, cot is also positive. Except these two, the remaining angles are negative. Next, fourth quadrant, here cos is positive. Cos angle is positive means the reciprocal of cos is nothing but sec. Therefore, sec is also positive. So this is how we have to remember which are angles are positive and negative in different quadrants. Okay. Now, after learning this, before going to the problems, we shall prove some trigonometric functions. So let us prove four functions. The first one, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. And the second one, tan theta equal to sin theta divided by cos theta. Okay. So first let us prove these two functions. So before going to prove these functions, we have to draw right angle triangle. Let us take it as ABC and this will be theta. Okay. So now, as you know, you have to prove that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Before that, let us write what is sin theta. So in the first class we studied that sin is nothing but what? Opposite side divided by hypotenuse. So once again I write it opposite and this is hypotenuse and this is adjacent side. So sin theta is equal to opposite. What is that? AB. AB divided by hypotenuse, that is AC. Okay. Now let us square this. Sin square theta is equal to AB square divided by AC square. Now as it is cos theta. Cos theta is equal to what? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent is BC divided by hypotenuse is AC. Let us square this. Cos square theta is equal to BC square divided by AC square. Now what is there in the proof? We have to add these two. Let us add these two. This is the first one and this is the second one which is required in the equation. Now, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to what? What is sin square? AB square divided by AC square plus what is cos square? BC square divided by AC square. So now LCM same, therefore it is What is this? AB square plus BC square. Now, what is AB square plus BC square? So, we know that by Pythagoras theorem, because we studied in the first class. So, what is Pythagoras theorem? The square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of remaining sides. Therefore, hypotenuse AC square is equal to what? AB square plus BC square. Therefore, AB square plus BC square is nothing but AC square. Let us put this in this equation. We get sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to, this is nothing but AC square divided by AC square. Both get cancelled. Therefore, this is equal to 1. So, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So, this is the proof of the first trigonometric function. Okay. Now, let us solve the second one. Now, the second one, let us take tan theta, that is LHS. So, LHS is equal to tan theta. So, now tan theta is equal to, as you know that tan theta is nothing but opposite side divided by adjacent side. So, what is opposite? AB. AB divided by what is adjacent? That is BC. So, this is our LHS. LHS is nothing but tan theta, which is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. Now, let us take RHS. What is RHS here? Sin theta divided by cos theta. Okay. Now, let us write this. What is sin theta? Opposite divided by hypotenuse. So, opposite is AB divided by hypotenuse is AC. Okay. Next, cos theta. What is cos theta? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So, BC divided by AC. Okay. Now, according to RHS, we have to divide these two. So, now, sin theta divided by cos theta is equal to what? Sin theta, AB by AC, AB divided by AC, divided by BC by AC. So, BC divided by AC. We can write this as AB divided by AC into BC, and this goes to the numerator, divided by AC. See here, AC get cancelled. Or else, if you don't understand this one, leave this. Here itself we can cancel as AC get cancelled. So, what is remaining now? AB divided by BC. So, AB divided by BC. This is sin theta divided by cos theta. So, this was our LHS, that is 1. And this is our RHS, that is 2. Now compare these two, AB divided by BC, AB divided by BC. Hence, LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, tan theta is equal to sin theta divided by cos theta. So, this is the proof of second trigonometric function. Okay. Now, let us do the third and fourth. Is sec square x theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Okay, let us solve this one now. Okay, so as it is, you must have the right angle triangle. Now, what is sec theta? Let us consider LHS, that is sec theta. Okay, we know that sec is nothing but reciprocal of cos. What is cos? Cos means adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Exactly opposite means hypotenuse divided by adjacent. Therefore, sec theta is equal to hypotenuse divided by adjacent. That is AC divided by BC. So this is the first thing, not first thing. Okay, this is sec theta. We have to square it. So sec square theta is equal to AC square divided by BC square. So this is our LHS. Now coming to RHS. Let us take tan theta. What is tan theta? Opposite divided by adjacent. So opposite is AB divided by adjacent BC. Now let us square this. Tan square theta is equal to AB square divided by BC square. So now what is RHS here? 1 plus tan square theta is equal to 1 plus, what is tan square? AB square divided by BC square. Okay, so this is RHS. Not yet complete it is. Okay, so now let us simplify this. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to, take LCM, that is BC square. Okay, now here it will be BC square plus AB square. Now again, what is BC square plus AB square? Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so by Pythagoras theorem, this BC square plus AB square is nothing but AC square. So now put this here, we get 1 plus tan square theta is equal to AC square divided by BC square. So this is our RHS. Now let us compare these two, LHS and RHS. LHS is sec square theta, AC square by BC square, and RHS is AC square by BC square. Therefore, LHS is equal to RHS. So, sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. So, this is the proof of the given trigonometric function. I hope you are understanding. So, now let us move to the fourth one. Now the fourth one is sin x equal to tan x into cos x. Okay. See, instead of theta I have written x. Both are one and the same. Any variable you can use. Let us take theta as x this time. So that time you can take it as x. Both are one and the same. Now, as usual, LHS, which is sin x. So what is sin x? Sin x is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. So AB divided by AC. So this is our LHS. Next, tan x into cos x. So let us take tan x. What is tan x? Opposite by adjacent, that is AB divided by BC. Next, cos x. What is cos? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So BC divided by AC. Now multiply these two. So tan x into cos x is equal to AB divided by BC into BC by AC. Now look at this. BC get cancelled. So what remains here? AB divided by AC. Okay. So this is RHS. So if you compare LHS and RHS, both are one and the same. LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, sin x is equal to tan x into cos x. So this is the proof of given trigonometric function. Okay. Now, after solving these four, these are very basic, because when you know the size and the angles, you can solve these functions very easily. Okay. Now, after solving these functions, let us solve some problems. So there is a question here. If cos x is equal to minus 3 pi lies in the So here the question is, if cos x is equal to minus 3 by 5 lies in the third quadrant, then find the remaining trigonometric angles. So here they have mentioned that the angle is in the third quadrant. Therefore, do you remember what is there in the third quadrant? So as I told you, first quadrant, all are positive. All are positive. Whereas here, sin is positive. Here, tan is positive. And here, cos is positive. Okay. So, in the third quadrant, they have mentioned that cos is negative. And then, tan is positive. Okay. So, now, cos has to be negative. Sin has to be negative. Cosec, sec, then okay. So these four angles have to be negative except tan and cot. So now let us draw the right angle triangle and take this as x. So this is A, B and C. Now cos is minus 3 by 5 is what? Adjacent is minus 3 and hypotenuse is 5. Okay, so now we know that sec x is nothing but reciprocal of cos. Therefore, sec is 1 divided by cos x. Therefore, cos means 1 divided by minus 3 by 5, that is minus 5 by 3. So we found sec x. Next, from cos, can we find the sin x? Yes, based on the first trigonometric function which we proved now. So we know that sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1, which we proved now. So sin square x is equal to what then? 1 minus cos square x. That is 1 minus, what is cos? When you square it, it becomes positive. Therefore, it is 9 divided by 25. Now, take the LCM, that is 25. 25 minus 9, which is 16 divided by 25. Sin square is 16 divided by 25. Therefore, what is sin x? Plus or minus under root 16 60 divided by 25. Okay. Now, sin x is equal to, see, square root of 16 is 4, square root of 25 is 5, therefore it is plus or minus 4 by 5. Now we have to decide whether it is plus or minus. As you know that it lies in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, except tan and cot, remaining all are negative. Hence, sin has to be negative. Therefore, sin x equal to minus 4 by 5. So, we got two values now. Sec value, which is minus 5 by 3, and then sin value. Now, which are the remaining? Cosec, of course. Cosec x is nothing but reciprocal of sin, right? So 1 divided by sin x, that is nothing but minus 5 by 4. Now what are the remaining? Cos, sin, cosec, sec. Next is tan. So what is tan x? We know that tan x is nothing but sin x divided by cos x, which we proved now. So tan x equal to, what is sin here? Minus 4 by 5 divided by, what is cos? Minus 3 by 5. See here, 5 get cancelled, minus get cancelled. So the remaining is 4 by 3. So tan x is positive, that is proved again here. So the remaining is cot. So cot x is equal to 1 divided by tan x, which is nothing but 1 divided by 4 by 3, in the sense 3 by 4. That is cot x. So this is how we obtained all the angle values, the trigonometric angle values, when only one is given. When only one value is given. So this is how we can solve the problems when we know the actual meaning of all the angles. Okay. Now let us solve one more. Okay, so the second one is, if sin x is equal to 4 by 5 lies in first quadrant. So now the second question is, if sin x equal to 4 by 5 lies in the first quadrant, then find the values of all the remaining trigonometric angles. So, first quadrant, as we know that first quadrant means all the angles are positive. So, there is no angle which is negative here. So, now, first let us find out cos x. How to find out cos x when we know the sign? We know the relationship between the sin and cos. What is that relation? Sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. Therefore, what is cos square x? That is equal to 1 minus sin square x. So 1 minus sin square 16 divided by 25. That is, LCM is 25. So 25 minus 16, that is 9 divided by 5. Okay, so this is what? Square here. Till here it is cos square x. Now, what is cos x? Cos x is nothing but plus or minus under root. This is what? How much? 9 divided by 25. Okay, now what is cos x? Square root of 9 is 3 and square root of 25 is 5. Now, whether it is positive or negative, as it lies in the first quadrant, it has to be positive. Therefore, cos x is equal to 3 by 5. So, if you have understood the problem, I want you to solve the remaining values. Okay? So, let us see who will solve. What are the remaining values now? See, the first one is cos. Now, the second one is tan x. Third one, cosec x. Fourth one, sec x. And the fifth one, cot x. Okay. So, if you have understood the problem, I want you to solve and find these values. Okay. Those who succeed to solve, let me know your answers below the comment of this video. Okay. So, we shall come to know who have succeeded to understand the problem and to find the exact values of all these values. Okay. So, we shall stop here. We will continue the class with a few more concepts in the upcoming classes. Okay. I will be waiting for your answers for all these remaining 4 angles. Okay. Let us see them. Thank you.